How do we describe what level? I mean, because like mid-level, it could mean different things to different people. And are we going to make it an age bracket? Are we going to make it a grade bracket?
I don't think you can make it an age bracket,
No,
can you?
No, because people are different ages, aren't they? I mean,
so at the moment, they do a lot. They obviously do a lot for graduates and interns and like school leavers.
Yeah.
Then they started doing something for middle management. Thank you. For middle management.
Yeah.
So they're catering for that, but I haven't looked into yet what specifically they're going to do.
When you say middle management, are you middle management?
Well, I don't necessarily consider myself middle management because I'm not actually managing people physically.
Thinking. But do you want our course to be aimed at middle management or mid-grade people?
Well, I think more mid-grade people, but I don't think it should necessarily exclude people who are managing teams.
Mm-hmm. So how will we? Because we're going to have to define it, aren't we? Because we don't want sort of like, I don't mean to be rude, but we don't want like 50-year-old people there.
No.
Because it's got to be like a young vibe, and that's how I want to run it. And it just won't work if you've got like old hands. So how do we sort of? That is one of my first questions to you: is how do we actually make it? Oh, great! Thank you. Is this like a salt mixture?
Yeah. So you've got bulgur there, Turkish chili flakes, sumac, za'atar, salt.
So you can just put it on here.
Yeah. Okay. Fresh one there. This one's
Thanks.
shaken up.
Thank you. Oh, that's brilliant. Thank you.
Go ahead.
Oh, do you like? I don't know if you like that.
I don't like super spicy.
Okay, well, just put some salt on, yeah?
Yeah.
Can't do it. My nails are too long. You have to do it. So.
I feel like I need to look at what they're doing for the experienced managers.
Okay, so we'll
and
maybe
see who they're targeting. But it's.
And the look shoulders, you don't make a partner, do you?
No, they don't have. They don't have that structure.
So what's a senior person called?
This is the problem because they don't necessarily have a strict hierarchy. They like to say that it's a flat structure,
right?
But actually,
it's not.
Yeah.
Where is? I mean, realistically. Yeah. Sorry, Tommy, where's your phone?
It is like. It's people in their early 30s who aren't necessarily managing a team.
Yeah, but they might be.
There's no reason why they can't be, but there are going to be a group of people whose skill set isn't necessarily directly managing people. And it's how do you progress them as a person, and how do you...
So are you saying that actually for the people that do manage people, there probably are courses and things like that?
Thank you. There definitely are.
There are, okay.
Yeah. Because there was one that before I was introduced to you, there was one that I started, and it was very structured, and they revisited that, and they're dealing with it in a different way. And that's that experienced manager one.
But you didn't like that?
No, it wasn't practical enough. You couldn't really use live examples.
This is totally different. This is going to be all live examples, really. You know, because it's a group coaching.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
Wow, that looks amazing. That is definitely my cup of tea.
So
nice
I think
little melted tea.
I think okay. So if you were describing it to Louise, so we go in and Louise goes, hi, and we say, we've developed this group coaching intervention to facilitate personal and professional development for members of staff and also I think the other way of selling it is to say that it will help with cross-pollination between the different bits of shoulders, because I get the sense that you're quite siloed and that you don't so much mix as much as you.
Yeah.
Good. And then it's also brilliant.
It could also be though people that are a few years out of the grad scheme, because something that has happened historically is that people get to the end of the grad scheme, they're there for an additional couple of years, and then they just leave and move on.
Yeah, exactly.
Because there's nothing that's
nothing
progressing them further.
Yeah.
So there's that group of people who just joined the firm not on a grad scheme, but then there's also those people who are a few years out.
Because you didn't do the grad scheme, did you? No. So you were like that?
Yeah.
So you never got any sort of professional...
Oh Lord.
You're right.
Yeah. No, I didn't get anything. So I did the fundamentals of management, and then I was introduced to you because
But it's going to be totally different from anything like that anyway, because it's going to be, you know, much more interactive, experiential.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
You know, Louise is a coach, so I don't know whether she's got any experience of team coaching or group coaching, but she should be at least sympathetic to the ideas behind it.
Yeah.
But of course, I've got to try and write it in such a way that it doesn't look. I don't want to make it look like I'm criticising their current provision. Although, you know, between you and me, I am actually criticising their current provision. But
Some of this.
you know, sort of saying like, I don't know.
Is that super spicy? Or
No,
is that
darling,
just the
it's
same
not.
as that?
It's just like a,
Pepper.
yeah, I don't know, like a green pepper really.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, thanks. I feel like that could be the angle. It's for people who are a few years out of the grad scheme.
Okay.
They're not necessarily managing a team, but they're looking at what their next opportunities are and how they can continue to.
Okay. So you're almost saying
Add
the people
value.
that have sort of fallen off the end of the grad scheme, who haven't really got any, but you know, that want to kind of further their personal and professional development.
Yeah.
So we could say graduate plus or something. Call it the graduate plus scheme, or
Yeah.
beyond graduate,
Something
or
like
something
that.
like that. Yeah.
So it's not as if you come off the grad scheme and then straight away
Yeah.
you start doing something like this. It's,
Yeah.
You've been off the grad scheme for a couple of years and you're looking at how you can continue to move up, and it might be something whereby they don't necessarily want to manage a team,
Yeah.
but that shouldn't mean that they don't get opportunities to continue to
Yeah,
grow.
absolutely. As you are a perfect example. But offering one-to-one coaching for people like you is very costly. If we could offer them something that would actually allow us to put 6 people through for the same cost.
And it creates a network.
And
It's another way
yeah,
to get people collaborating together.
and supporting each other. And you know, we can talk quite a lot about that in the course, you know, about the importance of supporting each other at work and not competing. And of course, there'll always be competition, but not having competition as the main interaction between you and your peers. I'm really excited about it.
I think that's definitely the way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
A few years post-grad scheme, but they don't necessarily have to be people who were on the Schroders graduate scheme.
Yeah. Or we could say
And they're not necessarily looking to manage a team.
Yeah. We could say postgraduate or equivalent grade.
Yeah.
Postgraduate scheme or equivalent.
Yeah.
Okay. And
Because there's a whole bunch of people. So there's like business managers for
Yes.
senior people, and they're people who are supporting the GMC member.
give me an example then.
So there's someone called Gillian Wong. I don't know her very well, but she supports a GMC member. And for me, I don't see where that kind of role can go next.
And is it you that supports Philippe then?
So I was a bit different. I had a product role, but I was a pseudo support to Philippe when I was in fixed income, but now I'm in private asset.
Yeah.
And potentially my role's going to head that way.
With the new guy?
Or, yeah, with the new
Georg.
guy.
Georg. Okay. And you know the way that I run my group